Hey guys, it's Austin, back in another video for you. We're gonna react to Ryan's new Spear interview he just dropped today. So, we're gonna do this, react to it, see how it does.
So, as a completely new person to your catalog and, your music in general, it's like, I can tell you're telling stories in your song. Just the two videos I've worked on so far, you're telling a story in those, and like, why do you feel like that's more important than writing shitty pop songs about drinking and breaking up with your girlfriend?
Man, dude, and they have so many girlfriends, bro. I feel like it's more important to write stories than to pump out just bland content, because that bland content is just someone else's story. It's not even recycled, it's reused over and over and over until the story has no weight, it has no energy behind it. It has no, when someone tells you a story, they're supposed to light up because they're excited, or they're supposed to have a fearful face because they're scared.
And that's why he's an artist. Like, that's why I put him in the list of Hobson and the list of 50, like, all that. Ryan belongs in that list, like the 90 era, because that's when music was harder to create.
People have like no soul, like none. They're like, this is somebody else's story. It's a girl that is getting broke up with. It's a beer that I drink, and it's heartless, bro. And the world needs more heart. Obviously, look around. Motherfuckers don't even know what to do anymore. They don't have hobbies or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you let other people write your songs?
Why don't I let other people write my songs? Because I just feel like that's a form of, and this might sound crazy to other folks out there, and I hope it does. I hope it sounds crazy as hell. And I hope you go look something up. But I think witchcraft is spelled W-H-I-C-H. And I think there's two of them. And I think if I let someone else write my craft, it's not my craft. So it's neither one. So that's worse than being one or the other.
So like, it seems on the new stuff that I've been working with you on, it's not just one genre. What motivates you to write a country song? What motivates you to write a hip hop song?
So what motivates me to write the different songs based on genre? I don't really know. It's just how I'm feeling at the moment. Like, if I'm making an album and the album's 10 songs, it's the first 10 songs I make. That's it. And then it's done. It's not like we make 30 songs and have a huge meeting.
It feels more like you're writing a book and then you're putting out the book than
right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a true timestamp of what's going on in my life, what's going on in the world, what's going on with a certain situation. It's just, but that's how I feel. We need to be documenting music because, fuck, man, everything is like fake as fuck right now. Like, the stories aren't right, they're fake, they're to fit a narrative, they're because you hate this person. Mine's just because that's what it is, like, and that's all it is. But the industry we're surrounded by today, well, it's the best thing that can happen, but it's also the worst thing to corporations because it shows a lot of shit. It doesn't take 30 fucking people to write a hit.
When he coughs like that, I wonder if it's from, like, singing all the time, practicing singing and using his voice a lot.
Song, I wrote plenty, and when I say hit song, I mean platinums. I have one double platinum. I have a bunch of golds. Like, so they try to tell me all the time, like, you don't have hit songs. Well, I'm just going off what the industry standard is of RIAA. So tell the industry that a platinum song is not a hit no more, then no one will have hits. How about that? You know what I mean? Like, and if it's that worked against, there's something magic about words and songs. And I mean, there has been forever. I mean, they're in funerals, they're in war, they're in weddings, they're in church, they're in every fucking thing.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing that I've noticed already is that each one of your words means something when you're writing songs. Like,
Thank you.
yeah, like there's not.
And his songs do mean stuff. Like, when it hits you in your feelings, like, it hits you hard. Like a gunshot almost.
Just like it's not black and white. It's
Yeah.
You can listen to the song, it could mean something different, but you ultimately know exactly what you're saying while you write it.
Yes, and I really appreciate you noticing that. And you know, I know that some of my songs are personal to just me, but then some I write are left to be open for interpretation because I want to know what other people truly think, because that's sometimes the only way you know what they really think. Because then they're speaking from their soul standpoint and not from the TV's at that very moment. And that might be the only sliver in time that you see what they actually really think.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people care about what people think. And you should care about what people think, but not too much, because when you start caring what people think too much, you become the remote for your own emotions. That's why they call them emotes, and that's why they call the remote a remote. And that's why people do what? Press your buttons. I'm not a remote. I'm not a TV. I don't have a remote that someone's able to access.
Right.
Function like that.
And if you're in your emotions over what somebody said, like, it can make you do some stupid shit. Like, you get in your head, stuck in your head too much, and you just get out of line. It's crazy.
Yeah. And no one did at one point before the TV was made.
It feels like you are saying exactly how you feel, and I guess that's refreshing, because I'll be frank, I was going to say it, I fucking hate the genre because it seems like no one's saying anything.
And music in general, bro.
Yeah,
Nothing. They're saying nothing.
yeah, not a damn thing.
Why?
And like, the last single we just put out, you said so many things
Man.
in a 4-minute song, and it's like,
Thank you. And why is that dangerous to society?
sure.
Do you ever wonder that? Like, why is that?
Well, as Americans, we're supposed to be stupid so we can be told what we need to think and how we need to live, you know?
You know, you're right. And once again, I know this is like, oh, okay, I'm church, like, you go to sleep. But no, it's like, once again, why? Were we the most powerful at one point? We're the only country.
It like Adam's songs and Tom McDonald and some of the people Adam tours with, his songs do not make sense. Even like Shaka Hustle Man, like his songs do not make sense at all whatsoever.
Country that has multiple motherfuckers in it and like are known for, I mean, they call it a melting pot. Like, what happened? Were we the most powerful? What happened? Because the history's all fucked up. I mean, you got this guy named Christopher Columbus, who's some fucking rich kid who has a boat, who like found the place, and then the Indians are like, nah, not really. He was lost at sea. We seen him. We're like, what the fuck's he doing? We went and saved him. Like, there's something about this place that is, I think, biblical, based off the terrain, based off what America looks like, you know, based off the names of stuff. Like, if you look at Texas and Florida and the Gulf of Mexico, it looks like water forcefully or for a long time pushed up onto America like a bank of a shore, right? Well, when you look at the South, the place that's called the Bible Belt, God's country, all this other stuff that has to do with Jesus, that's the part of the fucking United States. It's a huge bowl. So if water did get pushed up on this motherfucker into the bowl, it's there still, and it flooded like it does all the time, but to a mass level, those people living there would have thought the entire earth flooded. So maybe this is where he ended up. I mean, you know, as much as people want to be like, dude, go to bed, you're on drugs. I'm sorry.
He's so knowledgeable, like, you can learn a lot from this dude.
there is a portion of white people in America, if you look in the fucking mirror, you look like every fucking Roman emperor that ever, like, was a Roman emperor. There's nothing we can do about it. It's not, we didn't make us. Our DNA just, it is what we are. We are what we are, but if you notice, we have the same exact features as the fucking pictures that were painted thousands of fucking years ago, hundreds of years ago. Like, who the fuck planned that with a computer? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Okay, so I've seen caves with my own eyes that I know for a fact have not been seen by archaeologists that really, really do spark questions. And they recently found a chain of caves in on the outskirts of Cheatham County in Clarksville that are said to be the oldest caves in North America. They're 6,000 years old.
Damn.
There's the Parthenon's carved in it. But the Parthenon's supposed to be only like 100-some years old. See, that's when there's evidence in the woods that says the TV's lying. I'm sorry, but I believe the woods. I believe the woods over the TV any fucking day.
You're obviously a musician first.
Yeah, the woods have been there for years.
Like your ideologies and like the way you think bleed into your songs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because
I think it comes from your DNA.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's stuff about our DNA in our past that they, one, don't want us to know. Two, maybe don't know all about it themselves. Maybe some people are scared of it. Do I feel like my mind has to be this way to write the music I write? You know, I really don't know the answer to that. Because no one company gave me my brain. You know, so it's a complex system that's made by something that we can't recreate. So that's the thing. And some people say, man, you're thinking into it too much. But it ain't too much for me. I don't get a headache from thinking about it or talking about it for long periods of time. Other people do. Right. And that has to do with how you live and I guess a lot of other shit we don't know about. But I really don't know why I do that. But
My cat's back there trying to say hi to everybody.
it's really comfortable for me to do it. And it's satisfying for me to make other people think harder. And, you know, to the ones that try to kill free speech and the ones that kind of, they make fun of people. We live in a day and age where, I'm not kidding you, bro, I have artists that make fun of me for painting on a canvas. So you make fun of me, so there's artists that make fun of me for being an artist, or more of an artist than them. I think it's more of an artist than them. And
It is more of an artist than them, and it scares them. That's why, because you do more work than they do.
jealousy and envy and insecurity. I'm not jealous of no one. I don't have that. I don't know what that is. I don't have to be around a bunch of people. I don't have to be popular. I don't have to be rich. I just have to be able. That's it.
Why do you think it's beneficial for these people to be basically bullies to people that aren't being told what to do?
Why do I think it's beneficial for bullies to bully people?
Yeah, because like you could be just falling into the system like they are, and instead you're just in your own lane. It seems like
the reason I think it's beneficial for bullies to, in a sense, bully people is because that's the only way they kind of live another day. Like, I think their purpose is they're a teacher, but they don't know they're a teacher. They're an obstacle, right? They're an obstacle, and to the world, they serve a purpose to show you what not to be, to show you what turmoil comes with it, but they're also to make people tougher. And I cannot believe we live in a society where in kindergarten, 30 years ago, I was told, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Now, motherfuckers will hit each other with sticks and stones all day, but words like destroy them and everything around them. Well, it sounds like something went wrong somewhere because, once again, that's opposite. Like, But there's pieces of the Bible that talk about everything flipping and being opposite. And it's looking pretty opposite around here. Whatever that is, don't know. But I'm ready for it. I mean, I think anybody that is okay with their life and happy without all this material stuff, and I fucking taunted the system, bro. I told him, I said, motherfuckers, y'all think y'all doing anything for me? I was like, I'm finna talk shit about all of you, and then I'm gonna tell you this. Make me broke, I'm still gonna make better music because I don't need the money to make it. That's just what I like to do. It just comes out of me.
You don't need the money to make it. All you need is a badass PC, a mic, headphones, you're good.
So I'll live under a bridge, and I'll go get a bucket, I'll fucking use guitar, and I'll eat out of the trash can, and I will fucking make way better music than you. The guy who lives in a mansion, bitch, fucking asshole.
Don't say that. That ain't right to say. Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus would tell you to shut the fuck up.
That's what Jesus would do, bro. He'd be like, that person's lame, dude. Oh yeah. So the inspiration and the meaning behind Music City Makes a Killing, my recent track that we've done, is once again my own life, but not only my own life. It's kind of what they're doing to a lot of people in the industry right now. Like, yes, Music City makes a killing money-wise, but they will also kill off a career, kill off credibility, maybe even shoot your ass. You never know.
Where you kill yourself, one of the two.
Keep that money, to keep making a killing. And that's where we're at right now. And it's crazy because this is happening in Music City, the home of country music for the country. And y'all's idea of country music is being a fucking traitor and going against your own fucking kind and sleeping in the same camp as the guys that put on the same outfit as you and murking them in a fucking war they're helping you in. And that's why music is important, and that's why it was important for me to make that song, because there's a lot of artists out here that won't say it. Some of them can't say it. Some of them scared to say it. I'm not going to say who they are. Do I know who they are? Absolutely. But there's one thing they do know about me. They know I'm not scared to say it.
And he's not.
Whatever. They want to send a hitman after me. They already have. I know who fucking did it. I'm not calling the fucking cops. I'm going to wait for that guy to show up. And if he does show up, he's going to fucking die. You're going to see it on the news. And then Music City might stop making killings. And when it comes to talking about killing off careers, well, I know people tell me all the time, they're like, oh, church. They're like, just let it go, move on, this, that, and the other. Why? What? I'm not like y'all. I don't have to have a million, billion, trillion, $1 million and 38 fucking houses that my wife doesn't know about and all this other bullshit. I'm totally content, and I'm cool where I'm at. Y'all motherfuckers got to keep making this money because there's somebody got black.
Who the hell was he hinting at when he said buying $1 million houses and my wife doesn't know about? I wonder if he was hinting at Adam and them.
Smell on y'all or something like that. There's nothing. You're never gonna find it. It's never going to exist. It's because it's not who I am. But if I can antagonize the fucking industry so much that they never want to let this happen again, I wasn't supposed to happen in the first place. I was supposed to not be able to get in. I guess these motherfuckers went to sleep for a year, or I guess they fucking didn't take me serious, and I guess in Music City they just made a mockery, or thought a mockery was a country boy making country music where he's born at in Music fucking City, and they thought wrong. You thought because you had power, you had the real power. No. Willpower is the real power. Y'all's power is artificial. It can be taken down with a fucking IED. The kind of power I have, well, you have to have that hitman get rid of that. And even if you do get rid of me, the word that lives behind my death will grow even faster, and you can't get rid of it. And that's something that is created by somebody that's way more powerful than most of us. Suck them fucking apples, asshole. Jesus told me I could say that. And he told me you're a bitch.
Why is there people that are too scared to be themselves and they're trying to be you for gain?
I think the reason people are trying to, you say like in a sense like copy or imitate?
Yeah, absolutely. They're too scared to tell their own story.
I don't think they have one. I think it's because a lot of people haven't had a story of their own for a long time, to the point where they forgot how to live. Like, if you look around, motherfuckers do not have hobbies anymore. They don't know what style of clothes they like. They don't know, like I said, what hobbies they're into. They don't know anything about themselves. Maybe they're just trying to remember who they are through people. But the thing about that is, that can only lead you in a wrong direction if you ask me, because sure, it's okay to be influenced by people, but it's not okay to be other people, because you're already here to be yourself. You can be a little bit of a bunch of different people, but whatever amount you are of these other people makes you who you are. It's just if you wanted to do it or not. I think people want to identify with something so bad, they are stealing identities. And, you know, this is kind of a scary thing to think about. Like, I really think this is a very eerie thing to think about, and that is, where is the other people like me in the music industry? Where are they? I've looked for them. I even talking just like article data wise. I mean, I'm not holding myself to no crazy standard. Like, there's people way better than me. There's people, you know, that sing better than me, that are more popular than me. But they're not getting. There's not this many bank accounts of them. There's not this many people crucified and destroyed and shit talked, and I'm like, why? Like, what? Why? Like, even some of my friends are in the industry. Like, dude, like, we don't know what's going on, but we cannot say your name. We'll get in trouble. It's like saying Baltimore. And I've seen it in interviews. They're on the internet. You can see them. You can see Jelly Roll saying, yeah, we got to get that Upchurch guy to dial in. Okay, is that some kind of like Scientology shit? Like, what are you talking about? Like, who the fuck are you, Jelly Roll? Your name's fucking Jelly Roll. You're a criminal. You have armed robbery charges. You don't do a lot of shit that you're supposed to do. You're lying. Why do I gotta hang out with you? I don't. I have freedom of fucking choice. Did you forget that? Did your friends make you forget that? Kane Brown gets online. Oh yeah, I learned all this stuff. Well, I'm not gonna say who I learned it from, but I learned all this stuff from this guy that met me, that introduced me to this guy. That was me. He won't say the name. He's not allowed to. But think about this. While this Kane Brown will listen to his slave owner and don't say anything about Upchurch. I ain't never done nothing bad to Kane Brown. Actually, I've only done good stuff for Kane Brown. First time I met him, he was driving a Honda Civic and he came to my house and he wanted to hang out. I didn't want to hang out with him. He wanted to hang out with me. I went out of my way and let him come over, sit on my couch, told him, hey man, I don't know you, but if you get up in the middle of the night and try to holler at my girlfriend or something, I'm going to fucking kill you. But if you don't do that, we're going to be cool friends. And we ended up being friends. And
he told the same thing to Justin Adams, too.
it got to the point where I saved it. He called me one night. He was lost in the woods. Me and my brother got up in the middle of the night, loaded all our shit up, went and found him. And the next day, he lied about who found him on the internet. And I said, what the fuck? Why'd you say that? They won't let me say your name, bro. Man, I would hate to be you, bro. I would hate to be controlled to that level where you can't be truthful about good deeds. What a shitty fucking life. You should probably change it.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of ties to what I was saying, where it's like, do you feel like you need to be you to write your songs? And
Absolutely.
It sounds like you just answered that.
Absolutely. And that's what I just told you about all of them situations. That's what writes the songs. And it's the truest songs on the charts right now. If it ain't, show me a truer one. If another artist ain't this bold, and that's another thing.
Ryan's got 30 plus albums out.
It's like, it ain't like, look at me, I'm so bold. It's like, why am I the only one this fucking bold? Where's everybody else? They don't exist. They're gone. And the ones like me, or the ones that are trying to be like me to this caliber, or doing similar things that I do, even the ones not technically being like me, the same shit's happening to them. But to run around back to the question of, like, what is the outcome of people doing that and trying to, like, copy my shit and take my shit? Well, you got that answer earlier, but here's another thing. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think any celebrity should be held to that level of notoriety to where they're encouraging other humans to be just like them. I think you should encourage people to not be just like you. I think you should encourage people to be themselves, because that's the only way the earth and the world is going to get back to being its fucking self, because we are it. My message to the world is, you're holding up great, as in the earth, the actual world, the people living on earth and in the world. Well, a lot of y'all are not in the world right now. You need to live in the world. You're living in one that somebody else is trying to make you live in. It's not the real one. And it shows in the way people act. It shows in our politics. It shows in our communities that y'all ain't living right or wrong. You ain't living. Period. You need to start living. And when I say live for yourself, I don't mean be selfish. I mean
live happy.
Live for yourself and the people in your group. Don't be selfish. Do things for them. Go out of your way. You might not want to fucking do what they want to do at the time, but it's still a nice thing, because if they're doing shit for you and showing that they'll go out of their way for you, you should do the same for them. Because right now, nobody's going out of their way for shit. Everyone is standing in the way of themselves and the person beside them. By the way, what religion am I? Fucking Earth, bro. What gang am I in? I'm fucking in Tennessee, bro. That's how we're supposed to be. We're not supposed to know everything about everywhere at every time. We're supposed to know about what's in our vicinity.
What are you painting, dude?
A lot of people do different kind of paintings. The way I do painting is, I have no idea what I'm gonna get. I slap some paint on there. I'll look at the pattern for a minute. An image will pop up, and I'll be like, that's a pretty cool image. And I paint it, and then after I paint it, I'll hang it on the wall. I'll look at it for a few days, and the painting will tell me something about myself that I don't know yet. I subconsciously put it on here, and it ended up telling me something. That lets me know there's something smarter than myself inside me that's able to do the art on the canvas. And I think that's one of the most important things about all art forms, including music. And that's why the way music's being made right now, that's not a real canvas. It ain't real paint. And even if they both were, the person that's singing it, that says they're the artist, didn't paint a fucking thing. And that's a problem. And a counterfeit.
Well, and that's why I put him in the list of 90 era music. Like, because it was harder to make music back then. Y'all want to see more of Ryan? Let me know. Like, subscribe, share the video, y'all. Peace.